Introducing the CR10 14ft Zero match rod. And this rod has been developed after requests from some of our brand ambassadors and customers asking for a softer version of our 14-foot match rods. At the moment in the current range we've got three 14-foots, we've got a 1, 2 and a 3. And the 3 is the most powerful rod, obviously getting progressively softer down to the 1 and now the 0. So this is an absolutely beautiful rod with a very nice fine hollow tip and progressive action. So it really comes into its own when you're fishing with small hooks, light lines, targeting smaller fish with occasional bonus fish like fishing on the river today, maybe a good chub or a big perch. But it really excels when you're catching smaller fish like dace and roach and small chub like I'm doing now. You can see from the action just playing this small fish that the tip's absolutely beautiful. It helps to absorb all the knocks and twists and turns of these small dace, and it just gives you so much confidence. It really makes you feel like you're not going to lose any fish at all. But as I mentioned, if you did hook a bigger fish like a chub, you've still got that beautiful progressive action which we have on all our match rods. That means the more you bend the rod, it progressively bends with more and more power. It's a smooth curve. It's an absolute dream of a rod. Very, very lightweight and slim. When you think back to the 14-foot rods we used to use, it's just unbelievable. So lightweight and beautiful to fish with. So I think we'll have a look now at some of the specs and a bit more detail about this wonderful rod. Well, the first thing I'm going to reference is how lightweight the rod is. It actually weighs in at just 175 grams. So it really is a beautifully lightweight rod. I talked about the action. Even though it's got that lovely soft tip and middle, it's still fast, so it's crisp and responsive like all our match rods. Really is a beautiful rod, very, very versatile. So the configuration of the handle's the same as on all our CR10 match rods. It's a nice length, so it's not too long, it's not going to get in the way when you're casting, feeding, playing fish. And we've gone for this configuration of EVA foam mixed with AAA top quality cork. And we've got this Fuji screw down reel seat which is proven very, very reliable, nice and slim and lovely to touch. So we like this EVA because it's obviously easy to clean, to keep clean, it's very robust, and we like the addition of the cork just as a bit of a nod to the past really with tradition to make the rod look so beautiful. Just above the reel seat we've got this foldable keeper ring which is obviously really useful for keeping the hook and the rig tidy when it's not in use. We've given this rod a maximum reel line of £6. Obviously it's not designed as a power rod, it's not designed for use with heavy line, big hooks. It's absolutely perfect when you're fishing with lines up to £6. Really comes into its own when you're fishing with finer hook lengths, so down to 12 ounce even. No problem at all with this type of rod. The casting weight, we've given it 1 to 10 grams. And it's a rod that's going to be very, very versatile for river fishing, but also lakes when you're targeting silverfish with the odd bonus. You'll notice the guides throughout a single leg. These are Fuji Alconite guides, which again are proven very, very top quality. I just love Fuji guides. I think they're by far the best. And we've gone for single leg versions because we found this profile absolutely perfect. You get the minimum resistance of line through the guides when you're casting and when you're trotting afloat like we are today on a river. And the fact that they're single leg makes them very lightweight. They're still very, very strong, so there's no fear there. They really are top quality guides. And by being single leg. They help to reduce the weight, but also help to produce a beautiful action, because double leg guides throughout the rod will actually stiffen the blank up. So really, really imperative on a finesse lightweight rod like this that we use these single leg guides. And I just want to emphasize the very fine hollow tip that we've produced on this 14-foot zero match. So it means that you can have a very nice fine tip, absolutely perfect when you're fishing with lighter lines, smaller hooks. Beautiful because it cushions the strike, and when you're playing the fish, the rod just behaves absolutely fantastically. But you'll see that there's absolutely no flat spots at all. It's a beautiful curve as the tip blends into the rest of the tip section and the middle section. So we've got that famous progressive curve that we're always talking about and referencing with our CR10 match rods. Reel sizes to match with the 14-foot zero. I'm actually using our CS10 4000 today. Equally, you could use the 3000. I think it really depends on the reel line that you're using. If I was fishing with just 2-pound line, I'd definitely go for a smaller 3000 size. I'm actually using 3.5-pound line today, so I've gone with the 4000. But they're absolutely balanced beautifully with both the 3 or the 4000 size. Thanks to our brand ambassadors Lee Harrison and Alan Barnes, who've helped me develop and test this fantastic rod. And all the details are available on our website, so check out the 14-foot zero and all the other match rods in our range. So that's the CR10 14-foot zero match rod.